So my name is Omar Abasad. It's 1:36 p.m., November 26, 2019. So I tweeted a bunch of tweets today, and those were mine, our SHINI 911. And I made some connections and some links to videos that I had previously, I had posted previously on the YouTube channel for years and years. This is going back for more than 5 years. And the targeting has been so consistent that the pattern could be clearly seen that I was telling the truth from day one. And when I told the cops that I was being gang stalked, the cops told me I was paranoid, which of course I'm not. Um, so I made the connections to the older videos to the new ones to show the consistency and also the escalation. Um, I have been um, remotely accessed with the power turned up all day today and last night as well. My chest has been radiated basically, and it shows up in these signals. And I will post the hard data after this video. Apparently, there are pimps who take the contract to surveil me and who are subcontracting. So under the cover of subcontracting, what they're doing is lining up clients to access me while I'm sleeping. So the routine is to have these people access me in the morning. So starting at around 4 or 5 o'clock, I'm suspecting that there is a lineup of people and they book their time. So I heard today that someone named Jeffrey, and I'm not sure who Jeffrey is. I'm suspecting who he is, but I'm not quite sure. Um, had a lineup this morning, and if these people have a business, this would be one way to grow the business. Give clients access to this person who's sleeping, to gerbil, to remotely rape, to customize, and hopefully to get them physically involved. But I'm guessing, I'm suspecting that a lot of people who are involved in this sort of activity are not really interested in carrying on a relationship. They're interested in gerbling, remotely raping, because this is a sadistic program. They're interested in torture, rape, control. So around this morning, around 5 o'clock this morning, my body temperature started increasing. Between the legs started getting hot and itchy. The eyes started getting pulsed and tearing up and itchy. The breast, you can actually feel the pressure on the breast as this detector. I had it on me. This detector was alarming all over the place. And as I said, I will upload the hard data between 5 and 6. And I stopped recording at 6 o'clock because I got up. So, of course, I shield. And because it is microwave technology, anything that will shield from your cell phone will work. If, however, if systems like the active denial systems are used and the power is turned up, then the higher the power, the more effective the shielding will have to be. So you'd have to double up on your shielding and use a combination of materials. So what I have, from experimenting, I have determined that a combination of metal and magnets do a good job. So um, I went a really cheap route. I went to the dollar store and I got baking sheets, heavy ones, that are priced very cheaply. And I got quite a few of them. And I got magnets. So the cost added up, but it was worth it. So if you put the magnets on the metal and you shield yourself with it, um, almost all the signals are shielded. There is no penetration. So when there is penetration, take away the sexual stimulation side of it. The signals enter your body and causes all kinds of health effects. All kinds of health effects. It causes inflammation. It causes swelling. It causes water retention, which is part of the inflammatory reaction. Um, and the inflammation can, if it's not taken care of, will of course cause pain, um, and heat. Your body, you're going to get a temperature. But it could lead to other things if it's constantly inflamed. So if your heart, and my heart is always tagged, is pulsed repeatedly, then your heart muscles will get inflamed. And if your heart is inflamed, then you can imagine you're up for a heart attack very easily. Yeah, if you have valve problems, then of course it's going to get it worse. You're going to suffer from fluid retention, swollen ankles, swollen fingers, the extremities of the body, because the fluid is going to stay in the lymphatic system and it's not going to be pumped out properly. So when my face is hit, and last night my face and my head, my entire head, was targeted. So you can tell like the face is swollen, and your cortisol level goes up because you're stressed out, and you tend to eat more because you tend to crave carbs. So your diet goes all out of whack because um, stress does that. You know, there's all kinds of side effects to this. So you have to be, on top of being targeted, heavily targeted, you have to pay special attention to your body, to your diet, to your mental state. So it just adds, you know, a whole other dimension of stress into your life. And of course, it's life threatening because these people are rapists, they're hardened criminals, they will kill. Because I've presented in the emergency ward several times with symptoms of a heart attack, low blood pressure, palpitations, fluctuating blood pressure, um, and you know, swollen ankles, bruises, um, and no diagnosis, but I had all the symptoms. So, and tiredness, extreme tiredness. So this is it's a kill program basically. It's a use, torture, and dispose program. Use, abuse, dispose basically is what it is. And if you do your research on the MK Ultra program, it's something similar to that. This is the template that's being used. And the MK Ultra program can be used as part of a subset of a different program um, to train people into all kinds of criminal activity. So in this case, it's about sex slavery and enslavement, just enslavement. It could be for labor as well. It could be for any other criminal activity. Anybody, especially vulnerable boys and girls, could be targeted this way to be trained to become criminals in different areas. So I'm going to give you a little sample of the signals coming in right now into my body. So the power just turned up because I started tweeting and doing this video. So that's the power right now. So it's turned up. I just got a huge scan on my back. You know, hand, No hand. Hand. No hand. Hand. No hand. And right now I have a huge headache. And I am getting heart palpitations. Dr. Math. So the obliques. Notice it goes all the way down to 0, 2000 plus. Because if the power stayed around 2000, I would not be doing this, I'd be dead. So